Hello and welcome back to a new video. Today we will discuss more about translanguaging activities that can be implemented in the classroom by teachers. In the previous videos we discovered some activities involving translanguaging pedagogy. In particular, we focused on first stage activities that involve lexical items in all the languages of the classroom. Today we will present more activities involving translanguaging pedagogy. This time, we will focus on the syntactical level. Translanguaging activities at the syntactical level offer numerous benefits for language learners, such as enhancing cognitive flexibility, improving metalinguistic awareness, increasing engagement and motivation, and developing translation skills. Let's have a look at some examples of these kind of activities. For instance, we can implement bilingual dialogues, translation chains, and collaborative storytelling. Let's have a closer look at them. Let's have a look first at bilingual dialogues. In this case, to implement the activity, teachers can pair students and give them a scenario to role-play. Students can switch between the languages they speak, the languages of their repertoire, or the languages of the group in which they are playing the activity. The request from the teacher will be to maintain syntactical correctness and also to discuss in groups about the syntactical level of the bilingual dialogues they are creating. Teachers can decide to group students according to their home language and their proficiency in it. For example, it could be useful to pair students with a deep knowledge of their home language with children that have a weaker knowledge of it. One further examples are translation chains. In this case, students are also working in groups. The first student starts by writing a sentence in one language. The request for the next student would be to translate this sentence to another language. The next also translate it back, and so on. As a final request, the teacher will ask the students to compare the final sentence with the original one and to reflect on the similarities and differences in the translation from the original version to the final one. This will help students reflecting on the syntactical level of their sentences, the sentences they have created. Finally, one further idea could be implementing multilingual storytelling activities in the class. In this case, the activity will be also in groups. Students will be asked to write a story where each student will contribute in one sentence with one sentence or more in a different language. This could be done in various ways. For example, in the story, each character will speak a different language, or according to the context, according to the actions that are happening in the story, one language will be used and therefore another one. In this case, the request will be for the story to flow logically and syntactically despite involving more languages. To conclude these brief examples of activities at the syntactical level involving translanguaging pedagogies, we can say that these are what we can consider a further step in the implementation of translanguaging pedagogy in the classroom. Thank you very much for having watched this video. Stay tuned for more.